When do you want to get married? You're 21, bro. You feel like you found Islam in the right time? You wish you got it earlier.
I think it's still early. It doesn't feel like I'm 21, I'll tell you that. A lot of people are really surprised that I'm 21. Like, I was drinking from 12 years old to 21, and then when it was finally legal to drink, I stopped drinking.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? It's been about a year since I've had a drink now, and you kind of forget what it's like. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I've never drank in my life.
You just get stupid. Everything becomes kind of fuzzy. You just don't care. Like, there's no thinking about the consequences of what you're about to do. You're just doing it because it feels good in the moment.
But now that you know that there's a consequence, it's like there's a different layer to it.
Well, yeah, there's obviously like the spiritual, consequence of like losing your prayer. Like, your prayers don't count, and, you're accountable on the day of judgment and stuff. But in this world, like, the next day you feel like crap, like you're spreading your energy to a bunch of different people. You're making yourself more susceptible to sinning. Like, there's so many cons to it just in this life. It was hard to give up pork, bro. It wasn't even easy. Prosciutto, bacon.
Damn.
Ham is disgusting. Like, some pork, even just looking at it, I want to vomit.
Really?
But yeah.
Okay, how could you describe pork to me though?
How could I describe pork to you?
Describe the taste of pork, because I've never had it.
It's different. Like, there's different kinds of pork. Just like there's different kinds of beef. Like, steak is different from ground beef. Like, bacon, it's like very fatty, soft. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like, cannibals say it's like human flesh, which is kind of crazy. It's just like a meat, bro. I don't know. How do you describe chicken? How do you describe this shit? Like, I don't know how do you even describe like pork? I don't know. It's got like kind of a stink to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's kind of got like a stink. I shaved my beard because my grandma is like a super old-fashioned New York lady, and she loves like the Yankees clean shave. Yeah. And it was her 85th birthday. I was like, you know what? Let me like make her happy and show up looking like, a nice young Italian boy.
It's so crazy how a nice young Italian boy like what you pictured in your entire life as what nice and good would look like is the complete opposite of what an actual Muslim would have to represent to be. Like, you keep the beard.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You dress like, you cover the aura. Yep. Like, you never think about that.
Yeah, I know.
You never think about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like just shaking a girl's hand, bro. You're not even supposed to technically shake a girl's hand, but it's like, people think it's extreme. But in reality, like, the principle of that is to simply avoid any type of shaitan or the devil that can get in your brain and tell you, keep going. And it's like, that's just the principle.
Where did the orange beards come from, you think?
I believe like it's henna that you just put on like the beard. When it gets gray, you can put henna on the beard and stuff.
Yeah.
But Walaikum salam, bro. What's up?
No, you can say what's up.
Yo, what's up, bro? I gave a speech talking about my iman and how high it's been and how much more I've gotten closer to God. And I'm thinking everybody is like, everyone's loving my speech. I thought I was about to get glazed by the sheikh. All of a sudden, the imam comes out with a question.
Sheikh Uthman goes, okay, we're opening the floor up to questions. Who has the first question? Some guy's about to ask a question. Some sheikh in the back of the room goes, no, Sheikh Uthman, let me ask the first question actually. And he goes, to the brother over there, to the brother over there. And then
I'm thinking like, oh, he's about to glaze me. Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you doing?
Yeah, and he goes, yes, brother, your haircut, it is impermissible. The sides, it's haram. And that was his question.
No, you know what his question was? It was, now that you know that it is impermissible, are you going to shave it or are you going to think about it like everyone else? I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, what do I do, bro?
But you know what's the funny thing is, like, he just did something haram right there by calling you out in front of everyone. You're supposed to go to a brother privately.
Yeah. But that was on some Indian uncle type
yeah,
beat, that was an Indian uncle type beat move, bro.
Before Islam, when I heard that taking your shahada wiped your sins away, I thought that was just like a marketing ploy to get more people to accept the religion. Like, really? you did some messed up stuff, Jesus died for your sins. You did some messed up stuff,
you're reborn.
Your shahada makes you reborn. But then after I started actually practicing and getting on deen, I understood it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was on a whole different wavelength before.
That's so crazy that like I'm hearing an Italian white American that never even practiced like religion saying that to me as a Muslim who was born a Muslim for 23 years now. It's so crazy how you're able to deep that only being a revert for 1 year. Like, genuinely, bro. Like, it's actually crazy. Would you ever see yourself like saying the day of judgment like in your life?
Nah, I always thought this life was a test, but not to the extent that you're really going to be facing your creator. You think about that a lot as a Muslim. Like, there's going to be a day where I'm standing in front of the creator of the heavens and the earth. And you can say, why'd you do this? I told you not to. You knew not to.
How much money do you think you can make before it becomes haram? Like, what's the cap? Or do you think there's even a cap? Do you think you can be a billionaire being 100% halal?
I think you could. Having $1,000 with barakah in it is more powerful than $1 billion that's made in a haram way. Literally though. I mean, in this world as well, you'll see people in third world countries that barely make any money, but they always have a roof over their head. They're able to feed their kids, able to drink water. Like a single.
Have you really been able to deep that, bro? Like, you've been a Muslim for a year, but like, you're saying...
Oh, 100%.
You really deep that.
Yeah, bro, because I made my first meal at 18 from NFTs. And that shit, my money went out the window, you know? Like, quick money in, quick money out. How you make your money, it has a weight to it. It has a weight.
When do you want to get married? You're 21, bro.
Probably soon, hopefully, within a year.
Yeah.
Within the year, something like that. I don't know, we'll see. No way. Say wallah. No, say wallah. I was about to say, like, bro, please.
Don't go crazy. Say wallah. That's crazy you're saying say wallah. You're literally an Italian, bro.
I've been around
I've never heard an Italian saying say wallah. You're an Italian saying say wallah.
Well, that's just because you naturally pick up on slang words of your environment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.